Hello. Today I am sitting in front of the camera because there are a few things I'd like to talk about and share with you guys on my new channel. I suddenly had this realization a few nights ago before I went to sleep. Some of the things that I was able to learn about myself from starting this new channel. The first thing that doing this YouTube channel has taught me is that I have a very different voice when I speak Korean and English. So I have uploaded about 5 or 6 videos so far on this new channel. I think I was just kind of like mixing the two languages. Like I would jump from speaking Korean to English and then back to Korean again, which was very confusing for me to edit. When I was editing the first few videos that I have filmed, I was so confused because I was I was speaking all the two languages at the same time in one video. So I didn't know whether I should put a Korean subtitle or English. Like I had no clue. So I was kind of like mixing Korean and English with the subtitles too. So it was very confusing for me to edit. And I'm sure it's very confusing for the people watching. So for some people who don't understand Korean, they might need an English subtitle to understand when I'm speaking Korean, and vice versa. So it's confusing for everyone. And also, as I said, I noticed that I have a really different voice when I speak Korean and English. When I speak Korean, my voice tends to go a lot higher than when I speak English, and I sound almost like a kid. Like I sound very childish when I speak Korean. There's a clear difference in the tone of the voice and the way I express things in the two different languages. Because I can tell the difference so clearly in one video, I just found that very strange. So I found that quite interesting. So when I teach English, it's made me become more aware of my students, and then it kind of made me realize that, oh, they also have different voices and their tone of voice changes also. Yeah, so I found that very cool. I don't know exactly why my voice changes. Perhaps it's because of the cultural difference. Like in Korea, I think the language itself has a very cute sound too. Like it's almost very melodic, and maybe it's the character that I put on when I speak Korean. I don't know. I don't know why, but yes, so I definitely do have a different voice when I speak Korean and English. That's the first thing that this YouTube channel has made me realize. So I have decided to just stick with one language in each video. So I'm no longer going to be mixing Korean and English. If I start the video in English, then I'm just gonna speak English throughout the whole video and then put a Korean subtitle to it, and vice versa. So when I speak Korean, I'm gonna put the English subtitle, which will make my life a lot easier, and also for you guys too. Yes, so I'll be doing that. So obviously for this video, because I started speaking English first, I will try my best not to mix the languages and just speak English and put a Korean subtitle to it. Yes. So the next thing I have learned from starting this new channel is that there are so many things in my everyday life to be grateful for, but I have not been appreciating those enough. So I realized this when I was editing one of my vlogs the other day. I was just finishing it off. I just suddenly realized that during that day I wasn't really appreciating all these little things that made me happy. For example, like the video I was working on was about the Sunday vlog, when I woke up really early that day to go for a walk, and I finally reunited with my favorite cat in my neighborhood, and I had a really nice dessert in the evening after church. And all these things, like those aren't something really major things that make a big difference in my life, but still, like I could see myself so happy and so excited in that moment, but I never realized that those are the things that I can be grateful for. So yeah, so that was a very like eye-opening thing. So since then I've started to kind of practice being more appreciative and grateful for just tiny little things that are around me. So I'm still not used to it, but I think doing vlogs have really helped me to see my everyday life with more meanings to it. And the last but not least, the last thing that I have learned from this channel is that it is extremely difficult to be genuine and authentic in front of the camera. As some of you who are watching this already know, this is actually my second YouTube channel that I'm doing. So the first YouTube channel is called Pinkan, and I've started that last summer, so it's been almost a year now. But these two YouTube channels that I'm running, they are very different. They have very different styles. So the first YouTube channel that I started, it's more of an informative channel where I try to help people with some of the things that they struggle with in their lives in terms of their mental well-being and their psychological issues and relationship issues and just general life issues. And I tend to give a lot of psychological explanations and theories for them to be able to kind of reflect upon themselves and just sit back and think. So it's very informative, so it's not the best place where I can really show my personal sides and share a lot of myself, like personal things. That's partly why I decided to open this new channel. I was kind of like in a dark place for the past few months, and I started to feel very like frustrated and suffocated at one point, thinking that I have no one to go to. I have no one I can just be myself with, and I had nowhere that I felt safe or comfortable. So this is the main reason why I decided to make a new channel, so that I have a space where I just can be myself, where I can just let it all out. All the things that have been troubling my heart, or all the concerns that I have, all the life questions I have that I want to ask God. So yeah, I consider this new channel as a very personal space for me, almost like a diary or my journal. So when I first started this, I was so excited, thinking I finally have a space that just can share my genuine thoughts and my thinking perspectives on a lot of different things, where I can just express everything that's just inside of me and just be genuine and authentic. However, it made me realize that it takes a lot of courage and a lot of praying to be able to sit in front of the camera and just be real. So these are the few things that I have been able to learn from doing this new channel, and from speaking about those, it kind of helped me to understand how I'm going to run this channel from now on, and it gave me more courage to really speak out my heart and my mind. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first like deep talk and have a great day, guys, I guess. Bye.